Hello everyone and welcome to this video. Today is going to be another real world project video where I discuss some of my favorite actual projects that I've worked on. Today we're going to be talking about Style Bandit, an After Effects general plugin that is basically a menu icon that allows us to copy and then paste text styles from one layer or layers to as many as we want. This makes basically managing text styles and applying them throughout your project or even other projects super simple. This project was a collaboration with MoGraph Mindset, who I've done a few awesome projects with before, and he's definitely helped me to create some really cool products in terms of things that people haven't thought of before for After Effects general plugins. His philosophy is that there are a lot of missing features from After Effects menus, like copying and pasting text styles. You might remember reveal current project file or find my AEP. We also worked on that just to add some more useful functionality to After Effects that should already be there. And I really appreciate this kind of collaboration when someone has fresh ideas that will even push me to learn new things and create awesome products at the same time, where I can put in my programming expertise and make things technically savvy, and he can throw in his design and advertising and ideas to make things savvy to the sort of general audience. So the basic idea of this plugin is that it is a After Effects general plugin menu item that allows you to press a button to copy styles from one layer and then paste them later into as many as you want. And this, of course, like I mentioned, isn't project dependent. After you copy, say, this style, I can open another project and paste this style on a text. It saves it locally. That way you have full control to use this style later or in other projects. The plugin is available to download in the description in the AE scripts link. It is name your own price, so you don't have to pay if you don't want to, but if you do have the means or want to help support both of us, we get a split of those profits. And you can check out, of course, all the stuff, but I've kind of already described what it is. You basically can look at his better marketing than my tutorial marketing to see that you can take a style from one text layer and apply it to as many as you want. So let's talk about a few of the advantages of this being one, a plugin, and two, something that's so automated that you might think isn't that fancy to be able to copy a text style and paste it elsewhere, but you can't really do that up front inside of After Effects. I can't say like, hey, character window, uh, I want to copy this text style and paste it somewhere else. You have to either copy all them via a script, or so you have to write the script yourself, or you can copy them one by one. Be like, okay, here's the color, gotta change the color. What's the font? Gotta change the font, etc., etc. The goal of this is to make it as fast and seamless as possible. And let's talk about a little bit about what it does on the back end. So to actually use it, again, you go to Layer, Copy Text Style, or Paste Text Style, depending on which one you want to do. What this is actually doing is executing a script. Another cool hybrid thing you can do with plugins is execute scripts from within them. A lot of the After Effects general plugin functionality for text layers and text styles is not really supported. You only have access to a couple of properties, and even then they're not really usable. So what we did was created a plugin that executes a script to allow you to copy and execute a script which copies all those text data to a JSON file locally on your system. So if you wanted to, you could go in and modify that JSON file and whatnot if you wanted to, but you really don't have to because it does it for you. So it uses the copy script to take all of the data from that original text layer you selected, and then the paste text style runs an operation to set those properties via a script again. And because of the limitation of plugins not being able to handle text very well, we decided to use this hybrid approach because it gives the convenience of being able to have this quick menu icon for both of these copy and paste using the plugin method, but then the functionality where it's missing in the plugin is achieved through scripting, which offers a lot more in this case. Another really cool thing about this is you can link these to keyboard shortcuts. So instead of having to go down to layer and clicking copy text style or paste style, if you have a huge project where you have a lot of stuff to change, you could hook it up to your Stream Deck, you could hook it up to your normal keyboard shortcuts and do this process a ton faster. And if you're not already using some kind of Stream Deck or something for massive After Effects modifications and projects like this, it can save you so much time to be able to connect basically a After Effects shortcut to a single button. So I could say, boom, single button copied, boom, single button paste, and apply that to as many layers and stuff as I wanted. Like I can duplicate this layer as many times as I want, and when I paste the text style, it's still gonna work. So that's kind of just the beauty of this product. It's simple. It may not seem like a whole lot, but it's one of those features that really should be built into After Effects. There's a lot of ways in other programs to copy an entire set of styles and then paste them later, but in After Effects, it just seemed to be lacking, or at least a convenient way to do so. So this is a combined, again, After Effects general plugin with the script, and I've made a tutorial on that if you haven't already seen it, about the uses and how to do this yourself. Make sure you check that out if you haven't already. So if you had to take anything away from this tutorial, a couple takeaways. One, sometimes the best ideas are the simplest and most utilitarian. In this case, a simple copy style and paste style built into the menus that already exist in After Effects. Something that no one's thought of yet, but is super useful for an everyday workflow and can be easily mapped to keyboard shortcuts, Stream Decks, or anything like that. Number two, having a collaboration partner is actually really awesome sometimes. For example, I really just enjoy this collaboration I've been doing with MoGraph Mindset, all the projects we do, even if I'm not super passionate about, say, motion graphics in a certain aspect or even keyframes or something silly like that. Having a sort of technical person like myself and a more design-oriented person like him allows us to really create a product that is technically savvy and will be able to be enjoyed and useful for the masses. Lastly, having really good ads or really good marketing is huge, even with something as simple as this or as complicated as like an Element 3D. The videos he comes out with are amazing. They show off the features very well while having this really amazing animation style that is super unique and super cool. But that's all I'm going to do for the ranting for today on Style Bandit, one of the latest real world projects I've released. Check it out in the description down below in AE Scripts. Name your own price or help support us by paying for it. And batch copy styles from your text layers and paste them in any other project or any other text layers. Thanks for watching, everyone, and we'll see you next time.